Balloon Boy parents, according to the sheriff, are about to be charged with this whole incident of this hoax. And this should have been expected. Kids do not lie. And even if they try to be lying, you could catch them by, two different questions. They're not that sophisticated. They're not that experienced. They should have not had these guys in the interview. They should have just been the parents, there in the interview. The kids are going to make it bad anyway. Also, the father said that he asked one of the boys to go up to on the roof to see which direction the craft is going in. And in America, the wind moves from the west coast to the east coast. So the only direction this craft could have been going in is east. Then they were saying that this craft could have they calculated it would go maybe 50 to 100 feet high. Well, do they understand the element helium or hydrogen, these light gases? These gases, especially with that light thing they made there, it went 7,000 feet high. So again, they have people feeling that, this child might be alive, let us see. Anytime that thing goes up 7,000 feet, the air is rare, the cold is so pervasive that child would have died real quick. People go up on Mount Everest, they're dying for lack of oxygen and so forth. Then this young boy, it seems as they put him up into the attic, maybe lift him up and put him up in there. So they feel that people are going to believe that he's in the attic, he can fall asleep up there. You'd hear them call him, but he's afraid to come because the father scold him and all this kind of stuff. So right through, when you listen to the interview, the whole situation was so poorly planned, and it shows their level of intelligence that I don't understand how from square one they say, look, we don't believe this thing is a hoax, and arrest them right away. Because while they're trying to explain it, you can see the father's body language. Now, if he was a good ventriloquist, he could have been telling the guy what to say. Or if he had some way of having a mic on his shirt, and the fella has an earpiece so he could hear what he's saying. I mean, that would show there's some kind of planning. However, I think maybe another thing of this is that they would have liked to hear that the whole country is sort of obsessed with this UFO. We found the UFO flying in the area, and we don't know whatever, and then they come out and say we had it and it would take off, whatever, So I think that this is a sad situation here. Folks are using these kids and just want to be star and so forth. I hope that the best happens for these kids, and that these parents be taught not to try these hoax again on the world and on serious people here. It costs so much to divert planes, to shut down things, the airspace, to have all these personnel out there. It's crazy. So might be some jail time, might be forfeiture, some assets to pay up some of the costs, etc. But I hope these kids get the best out of all of this.